We are on the go, so that means that this is the start of a brand new vlog on the road. We're taking a little road trip. Say hi.
Hi.
We're taking a little road trip to St. Augustine, and I'm planning on reading a bunch of cool stuff for middle grade March. As you guys know from my March TBR, I talked about how I wanted to read quite a few horror middle grades, and I talked a little bit about the books, and this is the one that I think I want to start with. It's Fright Factory: Trapped in the Creepy Carnival by E.D. Black, and it seems to have all the things that I love. The kids are trapped inside this like creepy carnival and they can't really get out, and they have to play games, so I think it's gonna be a fun time. I should be able to read it, I think, on our little road trip within like an hour or two, because it's middle grade and it's really short. And yeah, I'm gonna try to read on this road trip as many middle grade books as I can. St. Augustine is a real like historic it's kind of what?
It's a pirate town.
It's also a pirate town, and we're excited because one of the things I want to do, because my husband loves pirates, is maybe we can go to this pirate museum, and I also want to do like this cruise that is like a 2-hour little cruise, and it takes place like right at sunset, and you're on a pirate ship, so it sounds pretty cool. And of course, I also want to do several of the ghost tours. There are some walking ones, and there's also like the ones that you're like on a little trolley and you get on and off. We have done those in other cities before, like Key West, but we've never really done them in St. Augustine, so I'm excited. I haven't been to St. Augustine in forever, so it should be a fun time. We will be there a couple days, so it'll give us like, you know, a nice time to be able to like explore the city and all of that. And of course, I'll be able to get some reading on the road. So wish us luck. I'm so happy to be starting a brand new reading vlog. I'll talk to you guys later. Hi, my friends. I'm officially back from St. Augustine, and I did finish The Creepy Carnival by E.D. Black. That was the only book I was able to read during my trip, but I'm so happy because I was able to finish at least one for this vlog. My goal is to read at least 3 of these middle grades in this vlog, so wish me luck. This was adorable. I really enjoyed it. It is your standard, you know, middle grade of these little kids being super brave. And their 2 little friends, Ethan and Olivia. I love their dynamic. I really enjoyed that Olivia is like very brave. And a lot of times she's the one that's like tugging at Ethan, like, you know, and leading him. I found that, you know, as a girl, I found that I really liked that and her personality. And they're trapped in this carnival and they're trying to get out. It has some scary moments, you know, cute little scary moments. It did feel young, you know, so this feels a little younger than a lot of the middle grade that I read. It's slightly on the younger side, you know, just so that you're aware. It was adorable. It had all the things that I love about a carnival. It has the, you know, fun house element. It has like the hall of mirrors. You know, it's just so cutesy, so fun. I enjoyed the ending. I thought it was interesting and witty. Overall, it was really good. I'm giving this one a 4-star, but it was just a lot of fun. Now I have choices, you know, because I do want to read at least 3 middle grade in this vlog for middle grade March, obviously. And I do still want to kind of proceed with the Bumps in the Night, the Bumps in the Night in the Mall of Madness by A.D. Aro. I do want to read this one next, but instead of reading the second one of this, I might read the second book in the Fright Factory, because I did speak to the author of Creepy Carnival, and he was so awesome that he went ahead and sent me book 2. He was so happy that I was reading that book for this vlog, and he went ahead and sent me his book 2, and he says that this is his favorite book in the series. So I definitely want to get to it and I want to read it in this vlog because he was just so nice to send it to me for a review. So I'll probably go ahead and maybe read this one and then this one. If I have time, I'll read book 2 in the Bumps in the Night series as well. I'm just going to try to finish this vlog before the ending of March. That's really what I want to do because I want to put this out for middle grade March. So I'm gonna read till I'm able to finish these. I'm also in between like a bunch of other vlogs, as you guys know, and trying to get everything read for March. So it's not just that I'm reading, you know, my middle grade books, but I'm reading book club things and a bunch of other stuff. So I will update this vlog once I have made some progress with this one. And remember when I pitched this one to you, I was really excited because it does take place in a shopping mall. That gives me all the nostalgic vibes of being a middle grade student myself. You know, we lived in the mall in the 90s, you know, so I always love things that are set in the 90s, and I'm hoping I really end up liking it. I'm hoping it's good. So I will come back and give you my thoughts on this one either halfway through or once I'm finished, depending on how chaotic the rest of my week goes. It's now the next day, guys, and I wanted to update you on In the Maw of Madness. So I've gotten through 40 pages of this, and I think it's really cute. I'm really liking the writing style. The kids' voices are real, you know, which is always like a big deal for me when the voices feel real. And basically, we're following a mom, a dad, and Sam, and she basically is an aspiring like podcaster, like aspiring documentary writer kind of a thing. So she's always recording things, and you know, I think she's really cute. She's trying to investigate things, and basically they live in a very like old-fashioned kind of town where there's barely any street lights. There's none at all, I think. The parents refuse to get cell phones. They're using their landline all the time. Everyone in town is really comfortable with their very slow-paced life, and she's just bored out of her mind. She's like, this place couldn't be any more boring. And then the dad walks in one day with a sign that they had posted on the outside of their little store. They have like this little store and they live like upstairs, and the sign basically says like that there's a maw coming soon. And he's like, what? Like, we didn't vote on this, because apparently the little town has like a town hall, and the acting officials get everybody's vote before they do anything. So they're very involved in their little tiny town and preserving their little tiny town. So all of a sudden they start boycotting them. They're like, how could you do this? Like, you can't, like, you know, open up a mall here without our permission. We don't want this. And obviously Sam is super excited about the mall. And then her little friend Lizzie, I think it is, like her little best friend Lizzie is also excited because they're like, hello, like, we're getting a mall. Like, that's that's fun. And then they have like this big like town meeting where everyone like gets super like violent and aggressive with each other. And then we meet this person. Her name is Morgan Nix, and she's like the owner of the company that's building basically the mall. And she comes out and she says, well, they sold us the land, so we are here to stay and we're making this mall. And that's basically the part where I am at. I'm eager to see, like, you know, if there's nefarious reasons why the mall is there. Like, I'm thinking that's what, you know, she seems very like creepy. They talk about her like spiked like jacket with like spikes on the shoulders. I keep imagining like, you know, those like big shoulder pads from the 80s. That's what I imagine. You know, like, I feel like every woman like in the 80s had those big shoulder pads, but hers have like little spikes on them. So so yeah, so that's where this is going. It's very well written. I'm very impressed with the writing. I'm invested in the story. I think it's cute, you know. and then we'll see. Oh yeah, and then they have like shop till you drop dead, and they have like this little mantra kind of a thing that's like in all their flyers that says live to shop, shop to live. So I'm wondering if it's one of those things that once the mall is there, you walk in, you can't leave, like you become addicted to the mall, you know. I'm also wondering if it has like commentary on like consumerism and addiction and all of this. I'm wondering if it's going to go there or if it's not going to go there, because obviously it's a middle grade book. So yeah, but I'm really liking it. I'm enjoying it so far, and I'm leaving now to do quite a few things. I have an event for a friend of mine who has just written and published his book, so I'm doing that. Then Ethan has a birthday party we have to take him to, and then we're gonna try to do some shopping. So I do have like a pretty busy day planned, but we'll see if I can come back home and try to wrap this up. I did read these 40 pages last night in like 20 minutes, so hopefully I can make a dent on this soon. I finished. So I'm here, guys, to tell you that I just finished reading Bumps in the Night and the Mall of Madness by A.D. Aro. And I love this. Oh my gosh, I love this. This was so fun, guys. I did think it was going to spend more time in the mall itself. So I wanted a lot of those like nostalgic mall vibes. But it was mostly about what was happening in the town because of the arrival of this mall, but I loved it. I thought the writing was excellent. I was so impressed. There was good character development. We had a cool like villain or antagonist or explanation for what was happening in the town. Um, I liked everything about this. I thought it was so well written. It had a nice mixture of like scares and suspense and even gore. So I think this is definitely very true to the vibes of like Goosebumps and stuff like that. Like if you are looking to, give someone a middle grader, a scary kind of book to see how they'll like it, I think this one is perfect. It has such vivid descriptions. It has like good humor. It has beautiful friendship, which, I think is like important in middle grade. You guys know that's my favorite part of a good middle grade story. And the ending, oh my gosh, like the ending was insane. But I really, really enjoyed this. I want to continue reading. I do have book 2. In the series, which is this one. I know there are more now, but I do want to read this one eventually. I'm going to get to it. I'm not sure if I'll get to it in this vlog or not, because right now what I do want to read before wrapping up this vlog is Fry Factory book number 2, Don't Open the Oven by Edie Black. And you guys know that I did read the first book in this series at the beginning of this vlog, and the author so kindly sent me this second book. because he was so excited that I was reading his first one. So I definitely want to commit to reading this one for this vlog. I will go ahead and start reading this one right now, and I'll come back to update you if I'm able to stop myself, in the middle to give you an update. If not, I will come back once I have finished to tell you how I enjoyed it and what I thought about it. And depending how long it takes me, like if I'm able to finish this today, then I will definitely try and read this one for the vlog as well, because I do want to put up this video before the ending of March, simply because it's going to be for middle grade March that I want this up on my channel. So stay tuned and I'll tell you how I'm feeling about this one in a few. I've officially finished my third and last book for this vlog. So the last thing that I read was Don't Open the Oven by E.D. Black, and this is the second book in that series, Fright Factory, and this was so much fun, guys. I'm not sure if in my last update I told you what this was all about, so let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about it. So in this, we are following Chloe, who is basically this little 12-year-old girl who loves baking, and she's obsessed with baking, and her dream is to like win like all these reality TV shows and become famous for her baking. So her family enters her into this like little cake competition, and she ends up winning, and then she gets recruited to be a part of this show, which is called the Icing Idol Junior Show. And so she goes on the show, and she's competing, but then she figures out this secret, right? And the secret that she figures out is that apparently they're using a secret ingredient to make the cakes in the competition. And guys, like the cakes are like becoming like animated, and they're like these monster cakes that attack like everybody. So much fun, guys. I enjoyed this. It was a blast. um Again, this is the second book in this series, Fright Factory. I'd like to, of course, thank E.D. Black for sending me this for review after he found that I was reading the second book, and I just loved it, guys. I thought it was great. If you're looking for like a good like middle grade that's kind of spooky but fun, and you like baking stuff, this one is a lot of fun. Book one and book two. And then I also in this vlog read Bumps in the Night in the Mall of Madness by A.D. Aro, and I also plan on continuing in that series with this one as well. So these are the three books that I was able to complete reading for middle grade March. I had so much fun, guys. Like this was a blast. Like I wish I could have read a little bit more for middle grade March, more middle grade, but I'm happy with what I have so far. I will be reading next month though, in the month of April, I will be reading more middle grade and YA as a part of Old School April. So I am participating in that. I love the nostalgic vibes of that. So I will be doing more middle grade stuff in the month of April. So we have that to look forward to. But thank you guys so much for accompanying me in this week of reading middle grade. It took me a little bit longer because I thought I would be able to read more than one book on my little trip, but I wasn't able to. But thankfully I was able to finish all three of my books in the time in time for March, and I'm excited that I was able to accomplish that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below, did you participate in middle grade March? What did you read? Did you find any cool new middle grades that you love? Because I'm always looking for recommendations for that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to talking to you in my next video. Bye.